Hey, what's going on? You want to see something crazy? I mean, you already know, you saw the title, but let's just show it anyways. Check this out. Check this out. 501 days. 501 days logged in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I've played games for years, but they're games like World of Warcraft where they put out expansions. The game grows. There's new things to do. Lots of new things in that game in particular, unlike other wannabe RPG shooters on console. That's crazy. The only other games I've put close to the, not even like half of this time, would be like, you guys can make fun of me, but some of my favorite games: Titanfall 2, Battlefield Hardline, and The Division. Those are the only other three games that come close. Not even close. That's crazy. That is so crazy. It's awesome. It's pretty cool, and I'm still not bored of the game. Still play it. Still love it. Still, there's nothing else like it. And we just keep getting little bits of new things here and there, which is enough. I can't wait for Twine to get done. I can't wait for the next zone and the 6th zone. No, none of it's confirmed. None of it's even really, I mean, it's rumored, but not by the devs. So, but if you want to look at the 5-star and the 6-star items, the star system, if you aren't familiar with this channel, and if you're not familiar with how RPGs really work, the star system is based on the zone that you're in. So, like, Twine drops 4-star materials, but you can get 5-star. Yeah, at the end of Twine. Go to Canny, you get 4-star at the end of Canny to prep you for the 4th zone. At the end of Plankerton, the 2nd zone, you get 3 stars to prep you for the 3rd zone. So at the end of Twine, the 4th zone, you get 5-star to prep you for the 5th zone. And then after last holiday season, with the leak of Moonglow and whatever else during the dupe glitch era, whatever, there was 6-star leaked items. So technically, they've got stuff in here for up to 6-star evolutions. They just need to make the zones and scale, because all they do is they just scale the HP and the damage output of the husks. Nothing changes. It's just a scale. It's a scale. Why haven't they done this? Well, it's just copy. I mean, up until Canny got redone, Twine, Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny all was the same skin, same maps, same layouts, same everything. They just copy-paste it and they increase the scale. So, it's coming. It's inevitable. It's going to be here. Can't wait. I hope to see more and more game modes, especially more husks. I personally am getting a little tired of seeing guns and heroes. I would rather see more traps. The game that I love is the tower defense aspect, the defensive aspect, the trap building, the tunnel building, the creativity, not the wannabe third-person Call of Duty run and gun. If I want to run around and shoot husks, I can go play zombies on Call of Duty, to be honest. So it's fun to use the new guns. A lot of them have some cool new things. It's refreshing to get something that's slightly different but similar. But at the end of the day, I don't build a pyramid and run around and play Call of Duty out in the open. So, personally, I want to see more husk types. I want to see more traps. I want to see more building type configurations, possibly. Wouldn't it be cool to have 45s? So you can build everything on a XY axis on the ground, right? Or I don't know if that's X and Y, X, that's whatever. But 90 degrees, right? So you can put a wall on a wall. You can't diagonally, you can't. Maybe they could do that. I also would like to see the building restrictions lifted like they are in BR, but then there's been rumors that you can't put walls and slants and stuff inside of the world because then it affects the pathing of the husks. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is to that, but it'd be cool to see a lot more flexibility, especially sometimes when you guys get an atlas next to a slant. And you got to build this monstrosity of a warehouse, like a Walmart warehouse, to reach the next part of land to block it so they can't just walk into the Atlas. So it'd be cool to see some more changes like that. They brought a big boss out. We've had mini bosses. I expect to see more big boss fights here and there, or that boss with different iterations and strengths and power levels spawn up randomly at different times, so we can all panic and go fight the boss fight. They're gonna be cool things, either in mission or have it be its own mission. Doesn't matter. There could be a lot of cool things that can come. And then there's the endless possibilities of the locker from BR coming over. There's been a lot of changes, though. For those of you that are newer, check this one out. One of the changes, the nature husks used to be purple. I kid you not. They were purple, and it caused confusion. So now they're yellow, because nature's yellow, not green. Anyways, what does 500 days look like? 501 days look like? I'll tell you right now that I don't care about the story. Completely different than the majority of the players that play this game. I hate the story. I mute Ray. I don't like going around looking for things. The Candy Quest line almost made me stop playing. But I don't even do that. I don't like SSDs either. So I haven't even done my Twine Peaks SSD 6. Don't care. Don't care. When the 6th zone comes out, 5th zone, and I need to complete it to carry on, I will beat it. I've done most of Frostnite. I haven't killed. I do all the buildings, so I don't kill Krampuses, but that's not relevant. Repeatables aren't relevant. Side quests, SSDs. I haven't done any of them. I get to what I need. I was gonna do some of them a while ago. That's why the home base is up to defense 9. Then I was like, this isn't worth it. Dailies, whatever. Challenges. Yeah, SSDs. That's it. I have SSDs. That is it, and then I'll have everything completed. Just SSDs. I am level 100, not 131. As you can see here. Reason being, we go into everybody asks this. Everybody. We can go to survivors. We can go to squads. Okay? I don't have. Oh, this is my Frostnite build. So I stay at 100, and by doing so, I am still treated with the option of pretending like this is somewhat of an RPG. Like, it kind of teases you. You have 4 stats: fortitude, offense, resistance, and tech. Then you have all these little sub bonuses that actually don't do anything. So people that focus on your sub bonuses, stop. But I leave it at 100, and by doing so, I can tweak my build or my skill set or however I want to play. Right now, I'm full tech for traps and abilities, and I'm full offense for health, or not offense, fortitude for health. And then I have 0 offense because I'm not shooting in Frostnite, I'm building. And then I have whatever's left in resistance until I get to level 100. Frostnite's not a really good example for my reasoning for staying 100. The reason I stay at 100 is because the game stops at 100. I am extremely bored at low level Twine, as is at level 100. Canny is dreadful. I can't even imagine going back down to Plankerton or Stonewood and playing, if you can call that playing. So Twine Peaks stops at 100, as you can see here. But gimme, you can do 118s and 130s. Yeah, but that's because you're playing in a group mission with group friends, or you've purposely chosen to increase the difficulty up to 130. Usually with a group, or you increase it a couple times for more gold payout. But the game stops at 100, so I stay at 100. Being 131 is ridiculously overpowered, and then same thing, I don't use 5-star items, besides my campfires. So. But, yeah, 5-star items are not relevant because we're not in the 5th zone. I play in the 4th zone, so 4-star items are just fine. And I think that's like a 106, according to you guys. But it's a 4-star item. 4-star level 40. Going back into my survivors, I typically run no fortitude, no resistance, all tech, all offense, and then whatever I can put left into fortitude, I fill that up just a little bit with no shield. I literally run a glass cannon build. If you've seen the streams, there's some time I play smart though. I play safe and smart. Another one of the reasons why when we get in debates about ninjas and attack speed, I like hard-hitting weapons. I jump in like a ninja, I hit them hard, and I move on to the next target. This idea of attack speed, where you stand inside of bees and piss and chip away as fast as you can, taking all this damage, which is why people want to put Alchemist in there so your 4th hit heals, and damage resistance, and attack speed so you can heal faster, because you're not doing enough damage, because you're sitting in damage. As a glass cannon, I can't even afford to do that. We've tried those builds, and they don't work. They don't work. If you guys are 131 and you want to be able to sit there and just tank and spank as a ninja, because rogues are tanks in Warcraft, right? Ninjas, rogues, you're not a big warrior with health pool taking hits with the so the idea of sitting there trading blows as a ninja blows my mind to begin with. But it is what it is. A lot of people like to play that way, maybe because it's lazy and it's not hard. Ninjas are hard to play as. You gotta jump, dodge, you gotta wait for them to attack, you gotta pay attention, and then with server lag, especially on console currently, I guess Xbox is completely almost unplayable right now, and has been for a while, with lag and delay and communication to the server and husks not being where they are. We went back in time again, by the way. They had it super dialed in about 2 months ago. It was the cleanest the game's ever been. It made the game actually easier because things would die when they're supposed to. Right now, if it takes 5 bullets to kill a husk, you don't know that because the husk doesn't disappear until you put like your 15th bullet in it. So you're wasting all of your ammo, you're doing things. Husks aren't where they're supposed to be. If you're playing a ninja and the smasher's walking by and you're chopping on him and you're trying to sidestep out in front of him or get behind it, you can't because his physical presence, his hitbox, is actually somewhere that he's physically not or visually not on your screen. So it's a little frustrating. We're back. This is how it was a while ago for a long time, and they fixed it, and now we're back. We regressed. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. The game's still playable, and hopefully eventually they'll get the kinks figured out. Also, building. Long time ago, right after BR came out. I can't remember if it was like a month after BR came out, but BR had the same delay communication problems that we have in BR in Save the World, and they made a really fine-tuned, especially when it came to building, how fast and responsive switching between things and putting them down, like walls, floors, stairs, traps, bouncing between these things, the responsiveness, the accuracy. You would think that when you hit, like when you hotkey something, like if you hotkey a trap or you hotkey a floor piece and you're running and you hit the floor piece, if you have a gun, you hit floor, you hit build, a wall shouldn't pop up, right? Or if you have a gun out, you hit the letter T on your keyboard, which brings open your most current trap available. Let's say it's a wall dart, and you go to put the wall dart down, and a wall pops up. Come on! So, they put that out and fixed all of that stuff in BR, and they said it would soon come to Save the World. I think it's been over a year. Still waiting. So there's still quite a bit of fixes. I don't go on different little rants, but I have 501 days played, man. It's interesting to go over and discuss or elaborate what I've noticed and experienced over this journey. I mean, it's crazy. It's a year and a half. It's a year and a half, baby. I cannot hit 131, by the way. Let me fill these up and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We filled it all the way in. I can hit level 130, almost 131. Everything in this squad is maxed. Go to the next squad. Everything is maxed. This squad, everything is maxed. Next squad, everything is maxed. I've got my mythic survivor. This squad, everything is matched. This squad, everything is matched. I have one squad, I believe it's the next one, that I'm not done. I have these last 2 survivors to level up, and then I'll be able to hit 131. And that's all maxed out too. My final, that's squad number 8. And I have both of the mythic survivors that came out. Yep. So, I could be 131 soon if I decided to work on, I don't even know if I have enough, speaking of that, let's go look at if I have resources. What do we have? Survivor? No, I don't have enough. I'm probably going to need at least another 500,000, maybe 700,000 to get those guys up. I could be overshoot that. Could be 200,000. I don't know. I only have 13K. 13K Survivor. I don't farm Survivor. I avoid it. I don't care about it. But I do care about Schematic and Hero. I farm Schematic, Hero, and I farm anytime Epic or Legendary is up. I farm that like crazy. I don't ever need it to use Uncommon. I don't ever need to use Rare, and yet it's in Twine. And it's in the weekly store. Epic is still the hardest thing to farm in the game. I know that perk up or reperk is hard. It's not hard. You can find it everywhere. You can farm it. You can take your time. You can speed run. You can get it. The only issue with reperk, why people think that that's the hardest thing to farm, is because it costs so much more reperk to use it. But you can find it. There's nights when I go live for 8 hours where there won't be a single epic perk up to farm. That's a bottleneck. You can't even evolve. So, and then evolution materials, I just play. Like, I don't even farm for evolution. I don't even buy them in the weekly store. So whatever this new cash run is in Frostnite for me is irrelevant. It's silly. It's a waste of time. For those of you that are low, trying to level and evolve things, and maybe down in Stonewood and Plankerton where you're not getting very much rain for completing stuff. I get it. I get it. But my point is that if you just play the game, just play it. You'll have your stuff. You're never going to be stuck. You might have to wait a couple more missions to do something that you're trying to do, but that's why you're playing the game. There's no end game content. There's no raiding. You're not trying to reach your buddies so you guys can go do this end game content. You're just playing the game. You're just playing the game. Just play the game. Have fun. Pick missions that you have rewards that you want, and go from there. If you start looking for the best hero, best gun, and trying to get to the end of Twine and hit 131, you're gonna bring. Especially if you try to grind to 131, you're gonna get to 131, and you're gonna be so overpowered and bored. You're there, you have everything. You're like, what's the point? I'm done. I'm done. You're gonna walk away. You're gonna go back to another game. Unless that's what you want to do, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to play this game for 501 days. That's crazy. But you will burn yourself out, and you don't need to. Research is all capped out with the new system. Upgrades, these are obviously done. I had these done before the new system came out. By the way, for those of you that are new, we used to have actually skill trees and research trees and all these different confusing... They weren't really confusing. They were for some people, but now you just have straight up, I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to upgrade this. And research is just very blah also. You just level up each of the 4 sets, which is fine. So profile, what does this button do? Oh, yeah. I have 380 team XP boosts and 462 XP boosts. Wow. You guys have seen the survivors. I have every hero in the game. I don't know what to really show off. You can spend all day going through the heroes. We're not going to do that. I'll scroll down through some of them. I typically, again, I don't really 5-star. The guys that are 5-starred are 5-starred so I can get the final visual effect for YouTube purposes. But I make everything 4-star, and even 3-star. I'm starting because now I had everything at 3-star, and then I'm slowly making things that I use up to 4-star. But I literally have every hero, and I keep one of every rarity also, and then anything extra goes in the collection book, which I have almost full, but not leveled up yet. Everything, every hero. Same thing with schematics. I have every schematic in the game, and then some. I mean, we can just scroll down through the guns. If you want to look at my top guns that I have, Backbreaker I hate. We do obviously a lot of testing. You hear about it, you see some of it. I really don't do gun reviews, so you on YouTube haven't really seen a lot of the guns. But yeah, again, 4-star, 4-star 40. The bundle bus is one of the most. We're not going to mention it, but you know what it is. I accidentally obsidian the Bobcat, so I've never used it. Basilisk, I was trying out the other day. A lot of these aren't even perked. I just level them up and try them out. And then if we decide as a group to try a new perk setup on it, then we do that. But a lot of the guns are just leveled up, and I usually just make them rare instead of legendary in them out. Unless we're trying to test something, then we'll level everything out at max. Yeah, it's crazy. I still use a lot of epics because they're still viable. I've got a buddy, Chekski, who uses rare on stream, rare blue items in 118s, 130s to prove that they're viable. They are. I typically also keep at least 3 of every legendary item for testing purposes, for different option variations, for comparison purposes. And then of the epics, I usually keep 2. I haven't gone through and cleaned it up in a while, though. So, like, I've got 3 of the clippers and 4 of the burst snipers. I'll go through and clean them up. The frustrating, well, it's not frustrating, but the tedious part now with the perk combobulator is I have to actually go in and pretend to evolve the item to see what the 6th perk's going to be to determine if that's the one I want to keep or not, which just takes a little bit more time. Not a big deal. There's a ton. I'll probably erase or recycle all the blue and greens. I don't use those. Or the grays. Swords, melee weapons. We've got it. We've got it all. So, see, this is where another thing that I have about the game where I don't think they know what they want to do with melee yet. Because almost every single sword feels the same. Obviously, the heavy sword is different than the rest of them. And then this disgusting A light sword is different wherever it may be. This dude right here, the Stabworth. But everything else, all these medium swords, they literally don't really differ very much. Some of the event swords might have a secondary feature, whereas the vacuum tube has a chance to stun, and the pressure cutter has more impact. But that's kind of it. The Krypton does hit harder than most of them, to be fair. And then the limited edition Founders Blazing Master Unit has more damage perk options you can roll on it, so therefore it can have actually better damage output or performance depending on the perk setup you throw on it. So that's kind of cool. Same thing with the hammers. Hammers all kind of feel the same a little bit also. You have the differences of AoE attacks, which are kind of viable, whereas I don't use any of the heavy attacks on the swords. But the Husk Stomper has your AoE circle spin, whereas your Doom Hammer just has an overhead slam. I pretty much don't use the slam, but I use the AoE spin on that quite a bit. The Vendor Tech Slammer is an event item, so obviously it's different. Walloper is different. Pulverizer is different. But all the other hammers in the game, they kind of feel the same. So maybe we'll see some changes to those. I feel like they need to change heavy attacks. I might make a video on it so they can get changed. Maybe. They're underwhelming. They don't do any damage. They don't do any extra damage. Then my traps. I have multiple wall traps. That's another question on why I have multiples. This trap right here is my main go-to trap. It has 3 impact on it and 2 reload. You can't get any more than 2 reload perks on there, so I want this one to be as readily available. I also want it to have the most impact possible with the double reload. Now, there's also times where I don't want that much knockback. I kind of wish that impact and knockback were 2 separate perks, but that would nerf the walls a little bit. But I would love to have the impact without knockback, because I'm going to make a 3rd wall launcher that doesn't have any... Actually, that's incorrect. Because I'm using this guy right here. This guy has 1 impact and knockback, and then double durability, double reload. Reason being is if you have a small 1x1 pit or even a 1x2 pit and they're walking down the side and the pit is only 1 tile wide, the wall launcher is going to knock them over the pit. So if you have launchers on both sides, you can't even put a divider in the middle to stop them and have them fall down. So I might, depending, I got to see what happens when I make that a legendary impact knockback. If that's too powerful, I'll remove that and make it durability. I'm also going to make a 3rd wall launcher that is 100% impact knockback, just for the, hey, I'm going to knock you to the side of the map. Okay? Floor launchers are kind of the same. I am going to make, the one that I use is, where is it? It's just your same thing as my main go-to wall launcher. Double reload, so it's as readily available as it can be, and it's got triple impact knockback. I'm not going to make one that has little, because there's not a situation that I can ever seem of where I only want to make them bounce up to your kneecap. Just go, okay? So 1 impact knockback on floor launchers to me is, I don't know why I would ever do that. But I'm going to make a 2nd one that is all impact and knockback, so I can launch them up as high as possible, just for fun builds and whatnot. Ceiling drops are maxed out. Those are my first legendary maxed out trap. Don't be like me. I love them, but if you're not a lifer, you don't plan on playing 500 days, you don't want to spend and play with everything, the ceiling drop trap is probably the worst trap in the game. Don't even try to tell me patrol. That's not a trap. Get out of here. It says trap, but it's not. Get out of here. But I do like the tire traps. They're fun. Campfires. You guys all know about my campfires. If you don't, you should go watch my campfire videos. Electric fields, gas, zappers. I use all of them. I literally use every trap except for wall spikes. I'm trying to figure out more ways to use them that are unique, useful. I don't know. You gotta force them to beat on stuff for these to become relevant, which is a little different than the kill tunnel mentality. And I just have extras because we don't know what we're gonna do with them. Backpack, I can hold 250 items. Most people, I think, can only carry 230 max. I can't remember what the standard is for everybody. I think it's 230. I think I'm 20 higher than the average person. Storage. I really don't use my storage. I throw excess stuff in here that I literally I never come in here and pull things out. For those of you that are curious, here's your 6-star. You've got Moon Glow, Rainbow, and Spectralite Ore. This stuff has been given to... I never got the bonus care packages from Epic, so these have been given to me by people that I've played with and met through chat. Where's the 5-star? Where is the 5-star? Do I not have any 5-star anymore? I might have lost my 5-star. No, I'm looking... Jeez, wow. Sunbeam and Bright Core is 5-star. Duh. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was the 5-star Mechanicals. Or was that 6-star? That's 6-star. What? My brain is not functioning. I don't know what I'm thinking of now. Okay. Yeah, your 6-star Spectral Twine. Your Vendor Tech Mechanical Parts. And your healing potions. Transforms again. There's nothing I need. I don't even buy llamas anymore. Collection book is only 203. I could definitely be starting to level this stuff up and adding more stuff in here. Got some of them completed, but not everything's completed. Check marks. Yep. Item store, pinatas. I, unlike a lot of people, don't really stockpile. I kind of have been lately. 10 is not stockpiling. I have friends that have over 500 mini llamas. It's ridiculous. I just haven't really opened them. I don't know. Just not. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know what these are. I've got 6 other llamas here. Does it tell me what they are? Yeah. Rare, epic, trap, legendary, troll stash, upgrade, rare. Okay. Yeah, I don't even... Can claim 3 more winter llamas. Yeah, I don't even... usually when I'm talking to chat, I'll just click on these sometimes instead of... Yeah, don't. Yeah, so that's 501. Typically, my previous ones, I'll go over to BR and go through my BR skins, but whatever, dude. You can just assume that I have probably 75 to 80% of everything that's ever come out in BR. I don't think I've really bought a single thing this season in BR, and I have missed a few items in previous, just a few, but up until Season 7, I had probably 95% of everything that ever came out. But I literally have missed almost everything in Season 7 so far, so I'm missing quite a bit of stuff again, which is a little lame, but whatever. Before I dip out, I know it's a long video. If you're still here, then it's cool. If it's not, it's just for select people that were curious of going over everything and wanted to hear me rant. Survivors. Let's go back to Survivors really quick. This is actually, if you're still here and you're new, this is a good outlook on life. Let's check this out. So, if we go back to, we want to do manage, let's go back to squads. You look at all these little bonuses that I was making fun of earlier, right? All these little squad support bonuses. I only have one. I have one in this one, melee damage bonus. Okay, doesn't do anything. I'm not gonna go over numbers or how it works because I'm tired of talking about how this stuff works. But you would think, after the couple $1,000s I've spent on buying llamas, on playing the game for 501 days, that I would have everything in the game and every possible way to mix and match and have 100% flawless Survivor squad. I can't. So for those of you that are planning on playing for like a month, like most gamers don't even play for a couple weeks, like they play a game and they're done with it after a couple weeks. How if I have spent money, crazy money, and have been playing non-stop for over a year, I can't even make these bonuses max out. I can't make perfect squads? Why would you even focus on that? Huh? Don't even focus on this. Don't worry about this. Just fill your squads up. Put matches when you can. Replace them, your non-matches, with matches when you get them. That's all you need to worry about. These support bonuses are goofy. I'll tell you one thing. The only one that really actually does anything is this guy right here. Trap durability. That is really the only one that actually does something. But most people want to throw down a pyramid on their base and run around and shoot like it's Call of Duty. So then this is pointless. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It just seems silly to me. If you want to play that way, it works. The game is so casual and easy now from when it launched that you can get away with doing that. Back in the day, no. Soldier, meta, tunnels just to chip away damage, abilities for chipping damage, not killing, and you call out and you trade war cries with your sweaty. Game is nowhere like that anymore. But that's the last rant right there. Just side note, I mean, I do have quite a bit. I hold on to them. I do have a lot of survivors left that I could be leveling and mix and matching a little bit here and there. But that's 501 days played. And still, even here, I probably don't have enough to even make one entire squad flawless. Yeah. It's cool. I still love the game. I still get excited when new things happen. I would like to see some different types of changes like I went on at the beginning of the video, but yeah, it's a cool time. I still stream it. Anthem and Division 2 are going to take up some time as well when those come out, but Fortnite's not getting retired anytime soon. We've got a new hero rework system coming out. There's a patch tonight coming out. I don't even know what that's about, 7.2. So, you want to come by and hang out during the stream? I stream, if you don't already know. It's more for the mature audience. Just a basic heads up. I'm not joking, by the way. So, if you're a kid and your parents might be listening, you probably should not be there at all. At all. If you're goofy, you don't have short feelers, and you don't get offended easily, it's a really, really fun place to hang out. We listen to music. We play with viewers, play with subscribers. We help each other out with. I don't, but chat helps with everybody out with SSDs because everybody likes to do SSDs because you guys are weird. And then Frost Night, we've been doing a lot of Frost Night carries. It's just a lot of fun. We do discussions. The majority of the videos that come out on YouTube are from consistent topics on stream. So there's a ton of content I could do for YouTube, but a lot of it to me feels irrelevant, simplistic, boring, stuff that I wouldn't watch. When I get enough questions or confusion in chat about something, that's usually when I'm like, okay, let's make a video. So if there's ideas that you have, you can always bring them into the chat, and I might just be able to answer. Like, it's just the pointless, easiest thing that you overlooked, and then there's no reason for a video. But that's the place to go. That's if you want to get a hold of me, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me is in chat. We stream every night pretty much 8 p.m. to about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's West Coast United States. And it's over at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi. Again, it's just my normal SlyGumbi name, but twitch.tv/. So, it's fun. I can't believe it's been 501 days. Anyways, for those of you that have stuck around this whole time, for those of you that are new, welcome. The ones that have been here forever, you're crazy like me. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.